Gunshots rattle a local neighborhood. Chopper 9 on the scene in Hamilton as officers respond, and what happens next makes you shudder to hear.
85. I'm in front of 1115 Temple. Suspect down. Shots fired. I need a medic.
Officer Chad Stafford calls for help in the midst of the gun battle. We're told never taking his eyes off the shooter. Listen to one of several 911 calls.
He's coming back down Temple Street the wrong way. He's a big tall guy, and he's carrying a big gun with a banana clip, and he's shooting it at everything.
Tonight, Officer Stafford's family is relieved to have him home while the suspect's family grieves. 9 on your side, first on the scene in Hamilton this morning with Chopper 9, the only local helicopter bringing you breaking news first. We've been on top of this investigation all day on air and on WCPO.com. 9 on your side reporter Amy Wattis is working to gather new information. Amy, what have you learned?
Well, Julie, tonight I spoke with the woman who lived next door to 18-year-old Brandon Keeler. And while she didn't want to go on camera tonight, she says that Keeler lived off and on with his mom and describes him as a troubled young man.
It's like that guy wanted to be shot, you know. I mean, who's going to walk around with an AK shooting the neighborhood up?
A scary scenario to wake up to Saturday morning.
I have a 2-year-old kid. I'm expecting another one. Our bedroom's on the first floor. And I mean, this guy he could have had stray bullets hit whatever, and it could have went into our window, killed one of the kids that live around here.
People who live on Sipple Avenue say they've never seen Brandon Keeler here before. Police say he was staying somewhere in the neighborhood. He had a troubled past as a juvenile and had run-ins with the law 2 times before. As soon as Robin Combs realized what was going on, she knew she had to do something about it.
I called the cops 3 times. I called. And the officer that come was the first one here.
It was 44-year-old Chad Stafford, a 16-year veteran with Hamilton Police. Police say Keeler started firing several rounds from his rifle at Stafford as soon as he got out of the car. A bullet went through the windshield of this parked car and out the back window and grazed Stafford in the head.
If he'd have hit him within another inch, I mean, the officer could have been killed.
Stafford then managed to fire 2 rounds, killing Keeler. He was flown to UC Medical Center to be treated. Stafford says he couldn't have done it without all of the training he and his fellow officers go through.
The officer Stafford was telling the training officer, you know, thank God for the amount of training that we get here. We do a lot of force-on-force scenario training, and he said, you know, I can't thank you enough.
And Julie, as you mentioned, Stafford is home tonight alongside his wife and 2 kids recovering from that gunshot wound. As for Keeler, his autopsy will be performed on Monday. Amy Wattis, 9 on your side, live from Hamilton Police Headquarters.
Good to know that Officer Stafford is home. Thanks, Amy. The police chief also says Keeler fired several rounds and Officer Stafford was hit before he returned fire.
He had blood pouring down his face, yet he never took his eyes off the suspect. He never lowered his weapon. He covered him until additional help got there, and that's just all a part of training.
Officer Stafford is a 16-year veteran of the Hamilton Police Department. He's currently a member of the Traffic Division. He's also served as a firearms instructor, a member of the department's tactical response team, and the Honor Guard. We are still working tonight to learn more about the suspect, 18-year-old Brandon Keeler. Police say he was firing an assault rifle when he was shot, and they found the weapon next to him at the scene. Investigators say he was also armed with a handgun. An autopsy is scheduled for Monday at the Butler County Morgue. When Hamilton police complete the investigation, the Butler County prosecutor will present the findings to a grand jury. This is the second officer-involved shooting in Butler County in less than a month. Fairfield officer Scott Conklin shot and killed 23-year-old Caleb Surface January 18th. 9 on your side and WCPO.com will stay on top of this investigation in Hamilton and bring you new information as soon as we get it on air, online, and on your mobile device.